where to begin? Where to start? The overwhelming issue of our hemisphere is poverty and its impact on the physical, spiritual, and political well-being of our populations. But these high levels of poverty and the resulting hopelessness and frustration is unsustainable for our neighbors, the U.S., and the Americas. At HELPS, we see that change can happen. We see that a life, one changed life, can mean one changed family, impacting a community, a region, an economy, and even a country struggling to combat the hopelessness found in poverty. The HELPS O'Neill wood cooking stove gives hope to one of the most important segments of society, women. It gives them their health and freedom so that they can be involved in economic and social change. Women have been put in the corner having children, gathering firewood and water, and then cooking, all the while living in a lethal environment. Because of firewood scarcity, more and more are having to buy their energy, at some time the cost of 1/3 of their income. The stove gives women their health by venting the indoor cooking smoke, and since the stoves save 70% of normal wood use, they save 2 days a week in time. The savings in either money or time is one of the keys to helping change the Americas. Estimates show that 1 million stoves can add $1.5 billion to a country's economy where it is needed the most. This example, combined with micro-enterprise loans and initiatives in education and healthcare, can be the start of the process that can create the needed prosperity in our hemisphere. Changed individual lives impact nations. Over 141 medical teams have not only changed countless lives and their generations, but in terms of national impact, these teams have given over $100 million in direct medical aid to Guatemala. It is what countries give other countries, but in this case was given by nurses, MDs, cooks, translators, and individuals that could never by themselves ever have such an impact. Its impact to the individual is best summed up by what the indigenous have called the people with the kind hands.
Yo soy Lucas.
Lucas is an agriculture and community development worker for HELPS International. He is demonstrating how well the corn grew for the farmer who cultivated the plot on the right. Working with people like Lucas and other partners, this farmer has been able to more than triple his production. This farmer, Domingo, has benefited from coordinating and learning from Lucas and the HELPS agricultural program, and has seen yields from his traditional size plot increase from 2 sacks of corn to more than 6. Imagine a family being able to triple their production for their own consumption, for their animals, and for their income. Imagine children like Teresa being given a proper education in the most rural mountains of Guatemala, education that can stem the tide of hopelessness. Imagine the impact on a community, on a region, on a nation. HELPS are the 12,000 volunteers in our database and over 1,200 people already signed up for our medical and community development teams for next year. It is private businesses, over 120 nonprofit organizations in Guatemala alone, government agencies, and individuals like you. So HELPS programs are in place and are growing in their impact, and as a result continue to change lives like Teresa, Domingo, Isabel, and even volunteers' lives. But the change begins with people like you partnering with us with resources and time. Make the change continue. Make it continue in individuals, in families, in communities, in regions,